Adverb.
Uju, Anin, NeSe Indigenicas Ojibwem, Kevin Richard Shores, Indigenicas Jaganashimug, Makwa Nindundame, Minawa Nindogichida, Gawababi Gani Kagan Dunjiba, Minawa Moorhead, Minnesota Nunguminde, Chi Miigwech Kichimanadu, Ape Gish Bimadaziwe Wien. Hello and high noon. High noon. Afternoon delight. I'm here. You're here. We are here. Together. Again. My acquaintances. My friends. My family. The fake book universe. Thank you for being here with me. Within love without fear. Within love without fear. Are you here with me? So what am I going to be babbling on in Babylon about? Maybe it's something you can understand, or maybe it's something you cannot understand. Do you understand? And literally, what does it mean to understand? Have you ever been in a discussion with someone and the response comes, "You just don't understand me"? Is that something you hear a lot, or is that something you say a lot? And let's examine. Oh no, no self-examination. You must do a self-examination. You must? Well, I'm sorry. I don't like telling you what to do. I only like making some suggestions for you. And hopefully it'll help you do the things that you need to do. So get your do straight. Or curvy. Because Mother Nature doesn't draw a straight line. Or does she? Maybe. Maybe. May be. Or not to be. That is the answer. What is the question? Submit it in triplicate, and I will get to it at some point. And if you have any questions for I, please submit them, and I will answer it. You know what I'd really like to do? Save the universe. But besides that, What I'd really like to do is save the world. Oh, besides that, what I'd really like to do is save the universe. Wait, deja vu? Or did I already say that? What did I say? I'm just saying, in an insane world, that saving the me and saving the universe may be a good direction to head. Let's plot a course. Let's make a plan. You never plan to fail. You only fail to plan. However, do we find the consistency to complete the things that we plan? And if you want to make the universe laugh, tell it your plans. So anyway, do you understand me so far? Or are you just as much in the dark as me? Are you looking at your screen? Or are you paying attention to the road? Are you paying attention to whatever else your oogly googlies can pay attention, and just use your mind? Put in your earbud and just listen to me babbling on in Babylon, because I'm just saying, in an insane world, something or nothing that may or may not help you or hinder you to move forward or backwards in this existence of not that we are living, dying in, out. You sound like a politician. You keep saying one thing, but then you're saying another. Oh my gosh. One thing or another. Blue or red, white or black, up or down, in or out, positive, negative, love, fear, dichotomy. It's everywhere. Everywhere. Everywhere we see, everywhere we smell, we think, we touch, the dichotomy. The chaos. The divinity in universe. The chaos in universe. The order in universe. The oscillation from one extreme to the next, from one side to the other. Are we really oscillating? If you can, with your oogly googlies, paying attention to what they really need to, and your mind going beyond the darkness with me. If you think of a blank white piece of paper, and you get a little dot, point A, and you make another dot, point B, and you go from point A to point B, to 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 point, do you get the point? A to B, A to B, do you get the point? So you're oscillating, right? Back and forth. However, if you change your perspective and you look above that line and you realize that your eyes are not telling you the whole truth and nothing but something of the truth, and you look at that line from above and you find out that you're looking at a circle from the side, and that oscillation isn't a line, but it's a circle of two opposites of the full cycle, or the spectrum of the cycle. So when you change your perspective at looking at things, can they also help you get a perspective on your attitude? And if you have the ability to change your attitude about the perspective that you're looking at something, are you then able to get into a state of positiveness or a positive attitude? Is that plausible? Is that possible? I say aye. Can someone second that motion? I second that motion. Seconded by that other voice. All in favor say aye. All opposed say nay. We're in a standstill or a sit down. We're in a sit still and listen. Do you understand what I'm saying? Or am I just saying? Am I very insane? Am I very insane with the words that I'm saying? So, with all of this stuff that I'm saying, can you now say, I understand you? Have you ever noticed when a police officer will read you your Miranda rights? And the last thing they always say, think of all those cop shows. The last thing they always say, do you understand these rights? Do you understand these rights? Why do you think they say that? Because technically, the minute that you state that you understand someone, you stand under someone. I understand universe. I stand under the universe. I submit myself in understanding. My strongest suggestion is anytime you deal with a police officer or the courts, keep asking questions, 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 and answer questions with questions, and then ask them, say, I'm sorry, I don't understand. Can you rephrase the question? And until they ask the question you want to answer, you continue to say, I'm not understanding the question. Can you rephrase it? Because once you say, I understand, then you... What? What do you do? What do you do? You commit? You relinquish your power? However, what about those individuals that are like saying, you don't understand me? You don't understand me. Now, if we are being truthful for ourselves and for others, but truthful with ourselves, when we tell someone they don't understand us, are we really just stating that preference because we are not happy with what they're saying back to us? Because, one, it is quite possible that you are not explaining it well enough for them. Two, they may not be in the right state of mind to listen to what you're sharing. Three, they may be intellectually incapable of making any denotations of the words you are sharing. Or maybe they're not agreeing with you. Because I can, as well as others, understand universe, but I do not have to agree with you. And that is one thing that I am noticing with people as we have a conversation and they will explain something to me, and then I'll make a comment, and then the response is, oh, you just don't understand me. And then I would tend to always say, well, can you clarify more then? And then usually, not always, because when clarification is made, then we get on the same page. However, it seems more times than not, when I keep questioning and wanting to get a better ideology of what it is that people are sharing with me, it seems more times than not they're just sharing with me because they want me to agree with what they're sharing. And this makes sense because we want our words not only to be heard, but we want them to be validated. That is one of the things that we have consistently, since our birth, been conditioned. Behavior modification, conditioning of the American people. And yes, we should always validate each other. And this is as simple as making eye contact and saying hi, or saying hi first and then making eye contact, or even just a smile or a grin. To just acknowledge each other's existence. And then when you do witness others, what is so wrong with giving them some sort of praise, a compliment? Is there anything wrong with that? Because such a simple gesture, and this is common sense, we all know this, but sometimes we need to remind ourselves, which in itself is sad, since in this construct of the American way of life, where we're so overwhelmed with this, that, and the other thing, that we don't get the opportunity to live. We're constantly trying to get this, that, and the other thing done, paying the bills. And then when it gets so overwhelming, we get caught up in binge watching. Sometimes I'll throw out a lot of cliches, and I wish I knew the authors of a lot of them. Some of them are my own. But now I just forgot the cliche that I just wanted to share with you. Dang it, darn it. You ever do that? Have a little brain fart when you're on the course and you're on the trail, and then all of a sudden you fail because you get distracted because you're wondering, did I put that lid on the jar? Have you ever done that? Forgot to put the lid on the jar, then you knock the jar over, then you're like, oh no, you got your chocolate in my peanut butter. No, you got your peanut butter in my chocolate. So, a needle pulling thread. Can I get a little praise here? I want a little praise here. That's my ego calling. Caw, caw. Oh, that was a crow cawing. Ring, ring, ring. That wasn't even a phone. That was me making a ringing noise. Is someone going to get it? You're going to answer? Or you're going to hit the snooze alarm? So, metaphors. I'm still not coming back with the metaphor that I was trying to share with you that was so pertinent that I forgot it. So apparently the universe was saying, nah, I don't want to hear the metaphor. So, are you understanding me? Are you complying? Are you letting me stand over you? Look up Jordan Maxwell. He got some pretty incredible things to share. Jordan Maxwell. Jordan Maxwell and understanding. He shares some good metaphors when it comes to law and the words of law, because we are all caught up in words. The letter of the law. Check your lettering, check your spelling. As you spell your words, as you cast your spells of your words, how are they going to affect someone? Will they affect someone positively, negatively? Do you know in advance, before the words come out of your mouth, of how they are about to erupt? And may that eruption be of love and not of fear, because those words have weight. Think about it when the Native Americans, one of the metaphors I was told about our pipes, when we smoke our pipes, and no, I'm not talking about that pipe. I'm talking about my ritual ceremonial pipe that I fill with kinnikinnick. And when we load these pipes and we smoke these pipes in prayer and in ceremony, we inhale the smoke into our mouths, and we're not pulling it completely into our lungs. And then we're exhaling it. And in a sense, it is showing the physical representation of our words. It's showing that there is weight, worth to our words. And how do you make your words have more weight? You follow them. You fulfill them. And especially when they're with love, they weigh so much more. However, what perspective are you looking at it? Because there are times when we sometimes get into the wrong state of being positive.
Incoming call. 989.
And then we get erupted with phone calls. I apologize about that. Now someone's going to be upset that I just kicked them the voicemail. Does that perturb you? Do you ever do that when you call somebody and right away they stop recording? Or does it stop recording? I have no idea what just happened there. That was pretty bizarre. So apparently somebody's trying to get a hold of me because they're calling me on all of my phones. So anyway, back to the weight of our words. So as we're sharing our words, are we sharing our spells? Are we spelling those words properly? Are they positive? Are they negative? You know this. More times than not, you know this even before you share the words of what type of impact they are going to have on the person you're going to share them with. So if you could, please understand me. that you are a miracle. They are miracles. I am a miracle. And we should treat each other as such. And in that miracle of the entity, you are perfection. You are perfection. There is no other you than you. And in that ultimate uniqueness, you are ultimate perfection. So, are you not a miracle in that sense alone? And if you really need more validation, go and look up some medical journal about how the body works and the mechanics of how the body works. And then watch a sunrise or a sunset. Or even just watch an animal give birth to a baby animal. Or just look at anything. Look at anything. And realize what your oogly googlies are doing and the electromagnetic occurrence that happens. So we are miracles. And we're all unique. Perfection of the entity here. With you, with me, with all of us being right here in this moment. Miracles. And when we realize that we are miracles and we start treating ourselves as miracles, and then we start treating each other as miracles, because it is a miraculous time, illusion, moment of the cycle that we're in. And tomorrow is the calendar date of the equinox, September 21st. So what a great time to get in sync with the cycles and find the balance. And maybe once you find your balance, you get past the oscillation. And instead of going around and round in the circle, you find yourself right there in the center of where you are. Right here. Here. Me. Do you understand? I hope so. Am I making any sense? I'm not making any dollars. And I'm not of want of dollars unless it's able to help universe. Then I'll accept it. But I'm just good. I'm just fine. If you really want to help, give me some time with your muscles in your body and get your head out of the gutter. Don't be naughty. I need someone to lift things and move things about here and there all over my house. That wasn't a bad little rhyming timing there. Anyway, did you get it? You guys get it? Do you understand? Are you understanding each other? Because someone can understand you, but they don't have to agree with you. But they can understand you. So be able to accept when someone says, I understand you, yet they're not agreeing with you. Because there's nothing wrong with not agreeing with each other, as long as it doesn't get to a point of violence. Only defend. Please, defend. I don't want no revolution. I don't want people to get hurt. I just would like to have a resolution. Actually, I'd rather have a cannabis res solution. Okay, I've been babbling on long enough. So I hope this helps someone, anyone. And I just remembered what I was saying earlier. What I'd like to do at some point is, I was told there's a way that you can have more than one person on these things. And so I'd like to go through my friends list and try to do this with my friends and share a video and share some thoughts and discuss how we've met, and use this social network literally as a social network, because I would like to create a community come, so we can step out of the cycle of the psychos and create our own cycle. So get in touch with the equinox, find the balance, do your fastings, do your fasting, so you can slow down. A tribe called Red, open the portal, be careful before you enter. Shimigwich, Ape Gish Bimati Siwe Wien, Tootles.